Let's get right into it. The Temple of the Innocent Blood. I would like to honor the Hoodoo great Mother Cathern Seals. She is crowned Mother Cathern Seals, and she was a mother spiritualist who prophesied and ministered to thousands of people. Many would travel to come see her from far and wide. She was a healer and had knowledge of how to heal others physically and spiritually. Now, a mother spiritualist is considered to be a mother of a spiritualist church, meaning you are one of the leaders. In Hoodoo, there are spiritualist churches rather, and temples, and these spiritualists are considered to be seers, mediums, healers with beautiful hearts, and their purpose and their mission is to help people reach the God-given right of everlasting joy and peace of mind. Now, let's jump more into Miss Mother Cathern Seals. See, the spiritualist movement started around the year 1920, simultaneously at the height of Jim Crow. Now, please note, spiritualism in the U.S. started well before the 1900s, okay? But the spiritualist movement, to be particular, started around the 1920s. So this is around Jim Crow. And spiritualism is supposed to be a religion that doesn't discriminate and welcomes all. So keep that in mind. The profound supernatural experiences, devotees of spiritualism was contributed to the members being mediums and seers. The spiritualism has its own foundation in mediumship. So you see, if one was a spiritualist, they were also a medium or welcomed mediumship. Now, these messages were said to come from God, spiritual guides, and ancestors, and other spirits far and beyond. It is believed that the dead were alive in the spiritual realm. Now, it is said that Mother Cathern Seals went through a terrible love life marrying physical abusers. And when she had the strength to leave her last husband, she fled to get help from a white spiritual healer. Now, remember, this was Jim Crow. So because of that, she was turned away because she was black. Also note, this was not supposed to be done, considering in according to spiritual tenets. You are not supposed to discriminate. So, after being turned away by several, she was led to the great Mother Leafy Anderson, who started her first temple in Chicago around 1914. And she expanded in New Orleans around 1918. She was a leader and the erector of several African American spiritual churches. These churches had elements of Hoodoo, Catholicism, and more. Because of Jim Crow, African Americans were no longer welcome and was forced to create the National Colored Spiritualist Association. And I'll talk more about that later. And I'll also talk more about Mother Leafy Anderson. But I'm going to give you a little bit about Mother Leafy Anderson. Now, because of Jim Crow and the National Colored Spiritualist Association, this is the reason why Mother Leafy Anderson temples were African American. Mother Leafy Anderson had a heart of gold. and helped Cathern Seals. Mother Leafy Anderson trained Seals to become a spiritual mother. This is so she can live out her purpose and become a spiritual leader in her own spiritual church with her own rules and help as many people as she desired. It was a calling of Seals, and Mother Anderson was willing to help her accomplish it. There was no competition. Mother Leafy Anderson was a true mother, and many of us will call a godmother in every aspect of the title. All she wanted people to do was live out their purpose and their higher, greatest good. So Mother Seals established a temple of the innocent blood. She was known for her healing capabilities. And because of her story, she vowed never to turn anyone away. This was her purpose. So she didn't care who you was. She was not going to turn anyone away. She welcomed all to her temple, no matter the age, no matter the gender or the race. She did not become bitter from her experiences. And for her purpose, she knew it was the right thing to do. After she was turned away several times because she was African American and before reaching Mother Leafy, Seals was visited by a spirit that told her to create her own organization of quote-unquote sinners that she can help and she can heal them. Mother Cathern Seals related to women who were abused by others and often helped mothers who had children born out of wedlock, therefore casted away. She said Jesus was born out of wedlock, from her understanding, So the children born to these women were as innocent as Jesus. Hence her temple name, the Temple of the Innocent Blood. The thing about spiritualism and hoodoo, it does have Abrahamic elements. Remember, hoodoo was born in the Bible Belt. And so many of the spiritual leaders would make comparisons like that. To celebrate and to send a farewell Mother Cathern, when her funeral came, there was a jazz funeral. And it was the largest in New Orleans history, with thousands flooding the street. This New Orleans legend will never be forgotten. She successfully lived out her purpose, running her temple from the year 1922 to 1930. Unfortunately, short amount of time, but she did a lot. And she was able to live out her purpose. Now, the reason why her temple was in New Orleans because Mother Anderson went down from Chicago down to New Orleans and started her other temples. And so, remember, Mother Cathern Seals met Mother Leafy Anderson. And this is where she actually met Mother Leafy Anderson. I share to you pictures of the beautiful Mother Cathern Seals, one of which shows her in her grave with a crown. Mothers are buried with a crown. In the Spiritualist church, a crown is actually given to you, representing your leadership and your rank, sword, in a sense. So in African American spiritualist churches, when a mother or monarch passes, or matriarch, passes, She is buried with the crown. Another picture I am sharing is Mother Cathern Seals' grave and her statue. Mother Cathern was a great spiritualist who was under the great Mother Anderson. And so you can also locate Mother Anderson's grave too. If anyone have any questions, feel free to comment. I welcome the comments. If you want to add more, please add more. I have written so much in regards of this series. I will be making more videos of my write-ups. And with that being said, have a great day. Stay blessed. And remember, that's exactly what you are.